Yes. So, as you know, Skepta, he's done his little thing talking about, going up against the US. Giggs has responded, and other people have also responded talking about Grime Man. And basically, what the talk is these days is Grime Man and Neeks. I find this statement very interesting because I've always got it in my mind, like, what kind of Grime Man are these men talking about? But I don't agree with that statement, and it's like what Crazy Titch said. There's Neeks in grime, there's Neeks in rap, there's Neeks in every genre, but there's bad man in all of them as well. Not that this is really important, but I think some perspective needs to be shown, because there's a certain type of stereotypical example of a grime MC that people have in their head. Do any of you remember that little parody that Rewind magazine made called The Boo Crew? I mean, yeah, like, or the typical example of a man with a hoodie and just going, all right, cool, we get that, and it is funny. It's a stereotypical example of a grime man, yeah, or a grime head into grime. But I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, as someone that was doing grime from way back. I'm talking even before my NAA days with Big Nasty and them and whatnot. Yeah, before that. I'm not being funny, yeah, but firstly, when it comes to the whole grime thing, grime emerged from pirate radio, yeah? Obviously, there's more to it than that, but that's where you would hear most grime, pirate radio, yeah? Any of you lot know about setting up a pirate radio station? What do you know about, because it's against the law, what do you know about going on top of a tower block, setting up transmitters and all the rest of it, getting a location, and then also keeping that frequency? Because if you found a frequency on the FM dial, trust me, you weren't just holding that and that was it. Other people that might have the same idea, they want to get that frequency too. Now, this is pirate radio. It's not just grime, but pirate radio generally. So straight away, if you're somebody that gets a frequency on radio, some sort of muscle has to be involved. Certain man might have to get slap up if they try and rob your transmitters. Certain people trying to broadcast on the same frequency that you got, because again, this is illegal. There's no police getting involved. So if I make a pirate radio station now and I put it on 91.6 for argument's sake, I just made that up. Okay, cool. But say someone else comes and they want 91.6. How do we negotiate between ourselves who keeps that frequency? It's who's the baddest. It's who's ready to put hands on each other or whatever else. You get what I'm saying? So let's just cut it out there. And that's where grime came from. So this idea that Grime Man and Neeks, do the math. So that's the first thing. Also, when you start saying stuff like, Grime Man and Neeks and what have you, again, I was in the grime scene. I was DJing, MCing them times there, around certain man saw it. I don't know, man, because Roadside G's were grime. Slew Them was grime. Frisco, grime. Big H, Remtrex, Crazy Titch. When people are saying that Grime Man and Neeks, again, because I was there when some of these men were spitting, I saw how enough man folded when these men stepped in the room. And the people that are comfortably saying that Grime Man and Neeks now, back in the day, I don't think you would have been in a radio station bold enough to say that to any of them man's face. Good luck if you did. In fact, I distinctly remember stopping certain man, have certain things happen to them because it gets sticky, certain man over the mic and whatnot. Anyway, that's irrelevant. My point is, yeah, this talk about Grime Man and Neeks, I want to know who they're talking about, because if that's what you're saying, name names. Say who you think is a Neek then. You know what I mean? Like, it's okay to say it like about a popular MC like Skepta or Big Zoo, because them man are gone so clear that anyone can call them a Neek. Not that they are, but you could say it because anyone would accept it. You could be some white dude in Australia and say that, it wouldn't mean anything. But when you're saying it from the perspective of Grime Man and Neeks and whatever, I don't know, man. I'm not sure that people are going to really back their talk. I just don't see you happily saying that in front of anyone from Roadside G's. And that's just an analogy. And I'm not just saying that because I'm fans of them, or maybe I may know of some of them and all the rest of it. I'm not close to them like that or anything, so no begging it. But I'm just saying that from what I've seen and what I've heard, no, I don't think you're saying that. So that's just me on that. But anyway, I just think that when people start going around saying these kind of thing about these man are neeks, or grime man in general is a neek genre, I don't know, man. Like, that's not the vibe I'm getting, and I think it's just a popular narrative that people are just going around saying. But that's just my own 2 pence. I will say though, in certain perspectives, some of the rap heads, they do come across as more thorough and whatever. But I think it's just a different genre, different audience. Like, you can't really put like the category of, say, Big P, Scheme, Kalashnikov, and Grime in the same lane. It's very different people, different lanes, and all the rest of it. You know what I'm saying? I think it's an age thing personally, because don't forget, the Grime heads, they were typically younger. If you even look back on some of the old Channel U videos back in the day versus some of the rap videos that you saw on Channel U back in the day, a lot of the rap music you saw were like man them in the older 20s, even 30s, late 30s. Whereas the Grime man, they were younger. You see what I'm saying? They were in the estates and all the rest of it, and boom, boom, boom. Whereas some of the rap man, they was already big. Maybe they've done their little moves, they've made their P's, they're driving certain types of cars. So I get it. But again, that's different genres. Those same Grime man though today, yeah, you try talking that to them now. Good luck. You know what I mean? And then even down to the drill ones, like the drill youths, like what would you call them neeks? Because they're younger even than the Grime heads. Like, would you say that about them? Because I'm not being funny. As much as you might have the ageism idea in your head and these drill rappers and rare tear, I'm not trying to fight no 18-year-old, bro. I'm 45. I've not got the energy for it. If I'm surrounded by a group of 18-year-olds, I'm trying to squash it. I do not want to fight no 18-year-olds. I just ain't got it in me. You get me? So there's that too. Anyway, that's just my little 2 pence left on that one. And as a man that came from the grime scene, and just seeing how the topics kind of unfolded and like kind of unraveling into weird kind of, I don't know, I thought it was only right I say something. You get me? Anyway, that's me. I'm done.